35 gigabytes of a company's most sensitive files gone. It happened to Accenture, one of the biggest consulting firms. Firewall was touched because nobody broke in. They logged in with a key that was already sitting out in the open. I'm Daniel Rodriguez from VisioneerIT Security, and let's get into how the keys leave before the break-in ever starts. This is RepSec Wednesday, where we take one real security story and break down what it means for you. Normally, we go into stories more related towards digital executive protection, influencer security, brand security, personal security, but today we're going to be going a little bit more into open source intelligence. And that is any type of information that an attacker can gather about you, your company, your systems online without needing to hack any. Today, expose credentials and why the biggest risk for your organization may not be sitting in your network at all. So here's what actually happened. In July, a threat actor claimed to have taken 35 gigabytes worth of information from Accenture. These were Azure Access Tokens, SSH keys, and private code repositories. But here's the part that changes how you should see this. There was no 0-day, no malware used, and no broken firewall. The keys were already exposed, and in the same week, it happened twice. 2 days earlier, the US cyber agency, CISA, disclosed its own version. A researcher found live Amazon GovCloud keys sitting in a public folder anyone could read. Government cloud access, valid in the open. Between a giant consulting firm and a government system, they both had the same root cause, and the way in was identical. A key that nobody needed to steal because it was already left outside the door. And here's why this story reaches way past those two names. Picture how a leak like this actually moves. A developer working fast drops an admin key into a public folder by accident. And then somewhere, an attacker is running a script that reads those public folders around the clock, and it finds that key in minutes. The attacker uses these keys to sign in as a trusted user and step sideways or enumerate into connected systems and starts pulling data before a single alarm goes off. Your firewall works perfectly fine the entire time because the firewall was never the target. That open source intelligence about your organization was. The exposure isn't on your network. It's the keys already floating around in public code, paste sites, and stealer logs you have never once searched for. And if you don't know which of your keys is already out there, you're guarding a door while the keys are still underneath that mat. Here's 4 things for what to actually check for. First, scan for secrets continuously. Every public code folder, every build pipeline, every config file your company touches. Assume a key is already leaked and go looking for it. Second, rotate long-lived keys and tokens on a schedule. A key that never expires is a risk that never expires. Third, watch where keys end up. Stealer log dumps, paste sites, the dark web for your company's domains and your executives. So you find out about a leak before an attacker is able to use that information. Fourth, give every key the least access it needs. One key should open up one closet, not the whole building. Because one leak is bad, but a leak that opens up every single door is a disaster. The takeaway is a shift on where you look, because you don't stop this by building a taller wall. You stop it by finding the keys that are already outside the wall before somebody else does. If you don't know what of yours is exposed, somebody else might. It's not only about having the best security for inside the network, it's about whether you're monitoring what attackers are able to find out about you, your network, the keys that you use, such as API keys, your principal, your influencers, your executives. All of this lays outside for anyone to find out, and they can and will use it against you. So subscribe and share this with the person who holds the keys to where you work, and I'll see you next week. Stay safe.